This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.
Welcome back to another episode of the Icon Podcast. I'm your host, Gianna, and thank you to Sphere Rocket VA for connecting me today with Stacie.
Oh my gosh, how cool is this? I just saw the intro. This is amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, we try to get everybody pumped up with that intro, and we're excited to get to know you, Stacie. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What market are you in? Where are you from? And how did you find yourself in real estate?
Yeah, sure. So Stacie Koroly, I am outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 25-year agent. I specialize in 55 and over active adult communities. And so I joined EXP about 3 years ago, almost 3.5 years ago.
Awesome. That's great. So did you start out with EXP, or how did you find yourself in the EXP world?
So I was a lifer. I was a lifer with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, which previously was Prudential Fox and Roach Realtors, which was previously Prudential. And I was there for over 18 years. And I had seen companies like KW and others, and nothing really struck me at all. I did like KW, but something was telling me to hold out for more. And October of 2018, I saw EXP explained, and I joined in 60 seconds. So I'd spent like 4 years looking at other brokerages. Nothing really hit me. I knew I had to leave, but it really, once I saw EXP, I mean, like some people say no initially, some people wait a couple years. I joined in 60 seconds. That was it. That's all it took.
Smart, Stacie, because the number one thing I hear is I wish I had done it sooner.
Yeah.
So way to jump on it.
Yeah. I wasn't one of those people. I'm like, how the hell could you see this and not join? Like, what are you waiting for? So yeah, that was an easy decision.
Well, good. I'm glad you came on board, and you saw the model, you couldn't unsee it. And we've got stock options, revenue share, collaboration. But what keeps you with EXP, Stacie? Like, why would you never leave?
So that's an awesome question. I love it because the things I thought I joined for one reason. So I thought initially, because I came from scarcity, that I joined because I'd make more money. I'm going to make more money. Okay. And the thing that's keeping me is the support that I get from my team. And there's teams all around the country. You're on one, I'm on another. Here we are talking. But for me, it is the support that I receive from the team above me that is keeping me grounded here, which I never had in 18 years. I have more support, overwhelming training in the world and outside of the world. That is what keeps me here.
Overwhelming in a good way, right? Like there's so much to choose from.
No, it really is in the best way possible. So when I say, because people will ask me, I'm sure they've asked you, Gianna, what you got to tell me something, what is something that could be better at EXP, or what's wrong with it? And there's really nothing wrong with it, but there's such an overload, a fire hose of awesome ideas and training and collaboration that like I have to focus on, like, what do I really want out of this training? But that's what I mean. It's an awesome thing. But yeah, thank you for pointing that out.
Yes, of course. Just wanted to make sure, it's in the best way, because there are 150 hours of training a week, and there is so much to do at EXP, but it's tools, it's tools for you to pick up and use at your own, I guess, pace, if that makes sense. And Stacie, obviously you're busy, you're outside of an appointment right now, and you've got high production, you're an Icon agent. So what do you do to take care of Stacie? How do you make sure that you avoid burnout? How do you make sure that work life is at a decent balance?
That's another great question. And I think everybody struggles, is challenged by, what's that phrase that everybody says? Oh, I want balance. And I really don't think that that exists really. Like sometimes you're working 12, 14, 16 hours a day, and then you're not maybe eating the foods that you should be eating. And then other times it's reversed. So that balance is hard. If it's hard to strike. So what I try and do is find the moments in the morning with me. My kids keep me grounded. I have three. And after, I'd say after dinner, but it's making that time. We're so quick to schedule stuff on our Google calendars and stuff that are we scheduling what we want to be doing, working out or spending family time? So for me, if I don't schedule it, that's a big one, I think.
And it's okay to time block. Make sure that you're setting those boundaries and having time for yourself, because the more you invest into yourself and your family, the more that you're able to present your best self to your clients and your mentors and mentees. And I know some people can feel very guilty for taking time for themselves, but that's not something you should feel guilty for. It's a necessity.
It is. And one of the things that I learned, you just made me think of this. When I joined Clubhouse a year ago, that's a great go-to for coaching, learning outside of real estate, what your interests are. But it's using time to think. Yeah. So a lot of people are like, I have to make X amount of calls. I have to have 20 conversations a day. I got to hit these numbers. And really taking in that beat, which I am not used to. I learned it in the past year and it served me well, is to take time to think and spend time with your family, because you're much more productive and efficient instead of just running a million miles an hour. If you really track what you're doing, you'll probably find that you're not as efficient as you think you are. It's not the amount of hours that you work in a day. It's what are you doing in that time? So good point. You're making me think of all this stuff, Gianna. Thank you.
That's the point. We want to get to know you inside and out, and we want to make sure that we're picking your brain in all those aspects. And you're absolutely right. Taking that time is okay, and you owe it to yourself. You really do. So, Stacie, moving on, you are busy. You're an Icon Award winner. You've got high production. So what is the Icon Award in your own words? What benefits did it bring you? What else do I usually ask with this question? I don't know. You kind of blew my mind with how you talked last time. It's so true.
Yeah.
And so what benefits come with the Icon Award? What kind of production did you have to do in your market to get there? What is that Icon Award to Stacie?
I love it because where I came from, Berkshire Hathaway, you had Warren Buffett say, one of my favorite quotes is, if you're not making money in your sleep, you will work until you die. And coming from Berkshire Hathaway, from that background, I was so psyched. I'm like, oh, we'll be able to buy stock at a discount. You can't. Oh, we'll be able to at least buy stock, and you can't. And with EXP, like that Icon, this is what it means to me, is making over 100% commission. And from a number standpoint, it's really 36 to 45 homes a year for me in Pennsylvania, based on my sale price, is what does it for me, that Icon award. And I was just talking to a KW agent today. I think I can say that because
you can,
yeah. So what I said to him was, we're working. I'm making over 100% commission. If I wasn't at EXP, I'd probably be at KW. This is just such a better platform. EXP, that Icon agent, that award, where everybody else gets, hey, I'm a top 1%. Here's this plaque. Here's this piece of paper. Our Icon Award means $16,000 minimum. When I became an Icon agent 2 years ago, that $16,000 is over $40,000 right now. So it is life-changing for some agents. The Icon Award is great. I take pride in it because it actually means something. It's intangible. So I do love that about our company. And it separates me from other agents. But the Icon agent, what I do now is I should say. I focus more about the experience with people. That opens up the door for me for other sales and stuff. But I love the Icon. I love that you're doing this on your platform, but the Icon Award is not just an award. It's life-changing for your family. And yeah, I love it.
Yes, and it's a great award. You know, it's well earned. You have to give back to the culture here at EXP to be a part of it. And, you know, it's a great award. Like you said, it's not just another plaque. You're getting your cap back. There's so much that goes into it. You have to be more than just a sales machine. You have to be a person. You have to be a part of the culture. And I think that it really speaks levels about, and especially all the Icon agents I've talked to have been nothing less than impressive. You know,
you just made me think real quick, Gianna, of an Icon agent. So I took a class. Yeah. So originally I thought it was just for Icon agents. It's open to anyone. Any class that you can take, that whoever's watching this, if you get a 2-week passport or you're with EXP, take the Icon classes, because the one huge takeaway that I had is this, and people are going to love this. If you like events, like you love talking to people, Gianna, I took this one class, and there was a girl from the South who said, hey, I had this event at Home Goods. I love Home Goods. I go there. I love it. So she had this event there, sent out postcards, invited her sphere of influence, had a great turnout. Mm-hmm. I have a Home Goods in my area. But then I was thinking, my girlfriend, Lisa, my partner, was like, listen, people are going to be shopping around us. And I thought, Pottery Barn, let's do that. I call up Pottery Barn. Lo and behold, they love events too. They're like, hey, business to business. Now that COVID has, we have a little bit of a handle on it, we can be safe. Yeah. You can absolutely have your event there. So I had it. I had 2 weeks to prepare. I had over 50 people come. We're going to do it every season now. So that's only going to grow. Now I have 2 months to plan for it. So that little seed, that little idea came from an Icon conversation that was it was mind blowing. So we're going to do it every season. The branding alone that we get, it's unbelievable. And just in 2 short weeks for us, I'm not going to say throwing it together, but 2 weeks is not a lot of time to have an event. I know that I'll get triple the amount next time, and it's only going to continue to grow. And I never would have thought of that had I not been in that class or been surrounded by awesome people that are icons willing to share their ideas. And that's something that you're not going to find in any other brokerage, where people are like, here's my cards, here you go. And you share, and it's it's awesome. It's awesome. I just love it.
And it's cool. Here we don't keep the secrets to our chest. EXP agents want to share with you. They want you to improve. They want you, in a fun way, hey, Stacie, I think I'd like to try to beat your sales next year. And you're like, okay, bring it on.
Go
Here's
ahead
some
on
of my
it.
secrets.
Yes. Oh, you want to grow a team? Cool. I'll help you do that. Great.
Absolutely. It's so exciting too. And a big thing people say here again is a rising tide raises all boats, right? And that's especially true here at EXP. One person wins, everyone ends up winning. And that's what makes the model so
it's attractive. And once you see it, I know Jay Kinder said this, once you see it, you can't unsee it. When I talked to that agent today, I said, listen, I'm going to show you this. And if you come, great. If it helps you leverage where you are, even better. But here's what's going to happen. When you see it and you go back to where you are, you're never going to forget this. And it's going to be bothering you. It's going to eat away at you, and you're going to want to join. And he smiled because he knew what I said was true. It is once you see this, show me something better. Seriously.
Right. Really? We dare you. Because there are people who tried to copy it, but the time it took for EXP to grab its traction and gain credibility and, really get this thing rolling, nobody will ever catch up to the growth that
you can. Cat's out of the bag, babe. It's not coming back.
It's not a secret, but here's the thing, we're the trailblazer. People can copy it, but it'll never quite catch the way that EXP does. And EXP is just so exciting. It's a bright light. People want to come to it. They're attracted to it. Some people fear it, and that's to be expected. And that's where all the, the hush posh of, oh, it's a cult. Oh, it's a pyramid scheme. Oh, and this, that. And we're going to talk about that here in a minute, Stacie. But, as a mentor for new people watching right now, whether they're new to EXP or they're new to the real estate world and EXP in general, what advice would you have for them for obtaining the Icon Award? Is that something that's possible? Should they set out little goals? How should they go about it?
I love the BHAGs, the big, hairy, audacious goals. So yes, I would never say, let's be realistic, because you only grow to if you're a goldfish and you're in a 1 gallon tank, that's how much you're going to grow. If you're in a 5 gallon tank, you're going to get bigger. So yes, keep those goals really high. I was thinking about this before you called me, like, what advice would you give? And it's very simple. I give it to my kids almost every day, which is, if you don't ask, you don't get. And for over 15 years, I was by myself as an agent, and I wouldn't ask for help, and I wouldn't network, and I wouldn't do anything. Like, the joke's on me. Guess what? So now that I am an Icon agent, I find myself reaching out even more than I ever did in my life, even including when I was an agent in the beginning. So I would ask for help. Someone smarter than you, cool. Someone knows technology. Like, your idea, this whole thing that we're doing right now, that's brilliant. And that helps other people. So for me, it's, if you don't ask, you don't get. It's that simple.
Truth. Absolutely. You're not wrong. And, you don't know what you don't know, which brings me to my next point of those who are sitting on the fence. They see the greener grass on the other side. They see all of these things that EXP is jumping and shouting and shining so bright about, but they're like, okay, what's the catch? What's going on here? What would you have to say to somebody that's that skeptical?
I would say, try it on.
Mm-hmm.
The worst case scenario is, if you're with another brokerage, you can go back. Guess what? They're going to take you. And in fact, they'll pay you more money. And I've said that too. I have 65 people on my team now. By the end of the year, I'll have over 100. I've never had someone, and I've said the same thing, if you don't like it, go back. They're going to pay you more. It hasn't happened.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
Try it out. What's the worst that's going to happen? Okay, you'll learn something. You're going to be in a different environment. If it doesn't work, it will. If it doesn't work out, it will. But if it doesn't, go back. They'll give you more, but guess what? They'll give you more. It still does not even compare to EXP's, to the whole package of the revenue and the passive income. I mean, Gianna, let me ask you a question. When's the last time you went to a retirement party for a real estate agent?
Never. I don't even think they exist.
Right. They don't. It was like, you read in memoriam, we would like to see people die. Like, that's there is no retirement for any other age. If you are not with EXP, you don't have a retirement package.
You don't, but here you've got that nest egg.
You work until you die if you're at another brokerage. And here we have a true retirement plan. So not to be like, well, it's true. You let me know.
Not to bring out this dark side, but
it's true.
You got to be thinking of it. It comes for everyone. There's nothing that keeps going. There's nothing that stays the same but time. That's the only thing. The only thing that keeps consistent is change and time, and that's all there is to be said about that. Come check out EXP. If you can, join us for shareholders or EXP Con or mastermind in your local area. Surround yourself with these EXP people. You can tell them whatever, just be a spy that day. You don't even have to say that you're not from EXP, but come be involved, see what's going on. We're not going to pounce on you. We're not going to jump on you.
Right.
We're going to welcome you with open arms. If you have questions, people like Stacie are here to answer them. Reach out to them.
Absolutely.
Get excited about EXP. You don't know what you don't know. And that's that. Stacie, is there anything else that you want to talk on? I think it's been a fabulous episode.
I want to thank you just for the opportunity, and it's so nice to meet you. And no, I would say, if there's anyone that's thinking about joining, check it out, do a deep dive, talk to other agents that are in EXP, different groups, and you will not be disappointed. You're so right, Stacie. Thank you so much for taking the time today. And I'll see you at EXP Con. Yes, you will. Bye-bye. Bye.
This This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success, and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.